NBT World, a vision of Thailand.
Japan's comic industry is alive and well, and a lot of those go on to become huge movies and series. What do you think stopping Thai comics from doing the same? Sawadee krap, I'm Michael New, and this is NBT World's Thailand Today. I love Thai comic books. I grew up reading Thai Hola, Mahasanuk, and Thai translations of Japanese classics like Dragon Ball and Shin-chan and Doraemon. They helped me learn how to read and write Thai. They helped shape my sense of humor. And in many ways, I think they inspired me to work in the arts myself. So I can't tell you how excited I am to be able to talk to a Thai comic book expert today and do a really deep dive into this big part of my own upbringing. Joining us today is Mr. Nicolas Verstappen, who's a lecturer here at Chulalongkorn University. He's also the author of this very beautiful book, The Art of Thai Comics, A Century of Strips and Stripes. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So my first question to you is probably one that you get a lot, and it must be very annoying, but I feel I have to address the elephant in the room. Verstappen. Is there any connection to Max Verstappen, the F1 driver?
No, I wish. My student asked me the question a lot, but no, there is no connection.
Okay. Well, let's talk comic books then. May I ask how you found yourself interested originally in the Thai comic book scene?
Okay, so when I started teaching here at the International School of Communication Management, I was asked to do a research project as part of my assignments, and I thought, okay, I love comics, obviously, and I decided to do a research project about the new generation of Thai cartoonists, so the independent comics scene for over the past 20 years, which I think was fascinating. And when I gave my report back to the research committee, they told me, yes, but you should introduce what happens before. I thought, okay, should be easy. I don't know much. I've never seen in archives, nowhere, in bookstores, much old Thai comics. So I thought that's going to be like an easy job, just a small, short chapter. But then it took me 5 years to actually explore the whole extent of Thai comics. And that's, I mean, you just, it's like a rabbit hole, and you just realize that there were, Thai comics production was so rich, so pervasive in the Thai culture for over a century. And sadly, it has been forgotten or lost to time, monsoon, floods, bookworms. It has never been archived properly. And so suddenly you discover all that and you think, okay, that's going to be the job, my job for the 10 next years, because I feel it's so frustrating to see so many amazing artists, some of them being ahead over time, creating some of the most fascinating characters and stories, and to feel that, well, they are forgotten. Nobody remembers about them. So one idea with the book I wrote and the research I'm doing was to finally highlight and say, look, this is amazing. And that was also part for the new generation, because I feel it's really tough to be a cartoonist today in Thailand. There is little recognition. The market is really small. It's the opposite of the market from 30, 40 years ago, which was a booming market back then. It's a now sadly disregarded art form. It's changing. We are going back to rediscovering how comics can be used as soft power tools and so on. But for me, it was also to show the young generation that they are not alone, that they are part of a long and rich history, that there were masters before them and that they created comics and that their comics reached the whole Thai population, and that was really a phenomenon and an essential part of the Thai cultural scene for decades. And I feel it was important for me like to say, look, you are part of a history. There were masters before you. You can be inspired by them. You can see what they've done, and you can hope that we can bring these back and we can bring back the comics forward.
My own history with comics is that I grew up reading Khai Hua Law and Mahasanuk. But of course, there must have been lots of comics before that, and it's not something that I ever really spent any time looking into. But of course, you have. What was the origin of the Thai comic scene?
The origin was actually linked to Rama VI, because Rama VI was British educated. He discovered cartoons in England, and when he came back to Siam, he became himself a cartoonist. He produced cartoons making fun of some of the ministers in the Royal Gazette. But then he also promoted cartooning, so he made nationwide contests inviting Siamese people to submit their cartoons, and published cartoons in the Royal Gazette, which were first actually made by aristocrats, not common people, but it was the elite was practicing cartooning at first. Through the contest, the first generation of Siamese cartoonists came to be and started to work in newspaper. I think there were a few cartoons. The earliest we know is 1907, but then it's really the impulse of Rama VI in 1920 that launched the cartooning scene and the comic scene in Thailand. In your opinion, what sets Thai comics apart from other countries? Okay, that's an interesting question that I've been trying to solve for the past 10 years. So working here at the faculty and being supported by the research program who is funding my research, I've been trying to kind of solve that question because from the start there was this idea that Thai comics did not originated its own specific style, and that you could look at American comics or Japanese comics or European comics, and there are kind of specific aesthetic traits, types of narratives that are really specific to these regions. And it felt at first that Thai comics didn't produce such a unique kind of style. Which I tend to disagree. I think it's much more complex than that. What is interesting for me in Thai comics, it's the tension between modernity and tradition, which is something that we can find in all Thai society. And what is really interesting with Thai comics is that I think for decades and decades, Thai cartoonists have been really exploring their own culture, which was mostly based on folk tales, Thai literature, Siamese literature, and they tried to keep these traditions and these tales and narratives alive by doing something which is what Niels Mulder, the anthropologist, called pragmatic adaptation. They tried to see what is the trend outside. Okay, so in the 1930s it was Popeye and Mickey Mouse, and so they kind of borrowed that style and elements from these American comic strips. Then it was American superhero, and they would borrow these elements, then manga, and so on. Or Filipino comics, Malaysian comics, they borrowed from many different countries. Every time they saw, oh, this seems to be like the leading style globally in comics, we are going to borrow these elements and we are going to update our narratives and retell the old folk tales, the traditional stories, but we are going to give them a modern graphic twist. And that could be feeling like opportunistic in a way, but then again, it is more complex because when they borrow elements, and that's been part of my research and my current doctoral research, my PhD that I'm doing now is about Thai comics from the 1970s and 1980s. It is to see that they always pick elements that would fit within the Thai context. They don't just take like everything that they see. They always, and I think that's amazing, and that's the kind of pragmatic approach to see, okay, actually, superhero comics, well, we already have superheroes. There are the prince from the folk tale, the Chak Chak Wong Wong narratives, and so on. We have already these kind of heroes, and we have superpowers too, because they are learning magic from the hermits in the forest. So we already have all these elements. It's part of our culture. We are just going to borrow the outfit and just update the way the prince is looking. He's going to wear a cape. Bim, that's our superhero. And it's always just taking that element that would update, but that would not alter the deep roots of Thai culture, of Thai identity. And that is, I think, really fascinating because for me, yes, we do not see one main kind of graphic aesthetic in Thai history, but there is always that quest for local artists to see what is trending and from that trend look at what would be the most interesting element that could be applied, make sense in a Thai setting. And I think that really they try to show the resilience of Thai culture. And that's very important, I think, for Thai people and Thai society. It's the resilience of Thai culture to say, well, Thai culture can go on, can be updated and can continue. And by selecting interesting elements from other cultures, we are going to show that our culture can adapt through times. Whatever the changes, we can go on and we will still like fit the flow of time.
Welcome to Thailand, a premier destination where business seamlessly intertwines with world-class leisure. With direct flights from major cities worldwide, your next corporate event is just a step away. Host your conferences in Bangkok's cutting-edge venues, offering unparalleled facilities and services. Reward your team with relaxation on Phuket's world-renowned beaches, providing the perfect backdrop for rejuvenation. And don't forget to visit Chiang Mai, ranked among the top 5 mountain destinations in Asia, where majestic peaks and a rich cultural heritage await to captivate every traveler. This season, elevate your business journey. Choose Thailand, where every season is the perfect season for MICE. Thailand, a land of success and reward. Reward your team with an extraordinary journey that celebrates their dedication and achievements. Immerse yourself in breathtaking natural landscapes. Indulge in the soothing touch of traditional Thai massages. Savor the diverse flavors of Thai cuisine. And experience the charm of a culture rich in heritage. Give more than just relaxation. Give lasting inspiration. This incentive travel journey is more than just a reward. It's an opportunity to strengthen team bonds, ignite inspiration, and create lasting memories. Discover Thailand, your ideal MICE destination. Inspire your team today.
Do you think that same sort of mentality, that approach to comics also applies to the Thai sense of humor within those comics?
Yeah, the Thai sense of humor, for me, it's obviously something that was challenging to understand at first, I would say. Yeah, there is, the Thai sense of humor is really present in Thai comics indeed. And I think, interestingly, and someone like Prayun Chanyawong, who is considered the king of Thai cartoons, Prayun in the 1940s, 1950s, created a genre that is unique to Thailand. It's called the cartoon Likay, which is based on the Likay theater. And he was actually using Likay theater in his comics. Basically, his comics where we were attending, the reader was attending a representation of Likay. And Likay is famous for all the jokes, the play on words, and so on. And Prayun was really using that to make political commentaries from time to time. And it's really interesting because he was really ahead of his time in globally, the way that he is like breaking the fourth wall constantly, the way he is really playing with visual elements and play on words, mix them together with reference to foreign culture in a way that is, I think, fascinating really, to see how he created a unique genre that was ahead of its time, because it's the kind of thing you could see in Mad Magazine in the United States, but Mad Magazine came 10 years later. So it was really doing something, playing with the Thai humor, the love for play on words, to create something that would speak to the whole nation, because at some point Prayun Chanyawong was the most read writer and artist in all the country.
Do you think the editors at Mad Magazine may have read Prayun's early work and
No.
borrowed some ideas?
No, I don't think so. But who knows? I mean, it's fascinating to see how comics travel, and how some comic books from even Belgium. I've seen Belgian comics that were already translated here in the 1960s.
Tintin and the Smurfs,
Yeah,
right? Well, those
Tintin.
probably quite old.
Yeah, so Tintin was translated in Thai. I've seen references to the Smurfs, but I've seen a lot of Belgian comics that were actually translated in Thai very early on.
You talked a little bit about inspirations within the Thai comic industry, and I think one of the big countries for that has been Japan. And of course, Japan's comic industry is alive and well, and a lot of those go on to become huge movies and series. What do you think's stopping Thai comics from doing the same?
Well, I would say that first there is a market in Japan. So the idea is that Japan has a huge market that is, they produce the manga, not just for the foreigners. At first, they really produce manga for their own readers. And it's, and in Japan, like in Belgium, comics or manga is well regarded. It's read by the whole population, kids and adults. There is like not that idea that manga are just for kids. And every part of the population, you can be a salaryman, or you can find a comics that's going to fit your taste. There is a wide diversity in genre. You can find sport manga, you can foodie manga, whatever you are interested in, fishing manga, whatever the topic. So they have a very strong and local industry. And from there, they can keep on growing, make adaptations, and to do that. The problem, I would say, in Thailand is that the market is definitely not the same. So the idea is that I think it would be beneficial to first foster the local market, to bring back comics in the forefront, being able to promote comics, to recreate or give back some dynamism to the scene, create or foster, develop comics festival. There is already the Bangkok Comics Art Festival, which started 3 years ago, that need support and visibility to bring foreign cartoonists here, create international events, connection with other communities. So I think also create a artist community is important. I feel that there are amazing talents. I mean, I really believe in the talents of the Thai cartoonists. I think they are absolutely amazing. The new generation is doing a stunning work, and it's kind of frustrating that they don't get the outlets to actually present their work. They can publish online, they do some small festivals or fairs where they are going to self-publish and their own books. But there need to be, I think, a strategy that needs to be developed to really think about the problem, think about a comics museum, think about mentorship, creating workshops, and different platform that could actually help, an online platform that would present the books. There's an amazing example which is in Taiwan, the Taiwan Creative Content, Taika, which is, they developed a website that is called simply Comic City, in which they are presenting Taiwanese comics. Then you have a presentation of the books, biography of the authors, translation of the pages, because that's also very important if we want the world to notice, to translate some pages and so on. And it's actually, I would say, an experiment we did with my students. Simply during a course which is about Thai creative industries, we did a pop-up literary agency. I selected 10 graphic novels from Thai artists, and each team of students had to translate 10-page, create a short biography of the author and a summary of the graphic novel. And then we did online meeting with a French publisher, just one, from Saila, who is publishing comics from all around the world. And each team had to pitch the editor, Serge, about their graphic novel. And he signed Argino, and so 4 comics by Argino were translated in French and are now available on the French market. And that just took us to be a bunch of students and a teacher thinking about, okay, we can do it maybe, and it turns out yes. I mean, we present the comics to publishers abroad with translations, we pitch them, and it works. We can sell them because they are interested, and I think the American market, definitely the French market, is interested to know more and discover more about Thai comics culture, but there needs to be a willingness to create a website, to send artists and delegations, have booths on comic book fairs around the world. My country does that, Taiwan does that, for instance, sending delegations of Thai cartoonists in international comic book fairs to present the books and show what is done today. And I think it's something that is possible to do. It's about the willingness to do it.
Imagine a land where every month brings a new celebration, a new adventure. Welcome to Thailand, where vibrant festivals and events await you across 55 provinces in all 5 regions. Indulge in the culinary delights of the amazing food festival, marvel at the illuminated artistry of Visit 5 regions, and immerse yourself in the cultural spectacle of the amazing Muay Thai experience. Each event is a gateway to the unique traditions and flavors of Thailand, offering unforgettable experiences that will leave you longing for more. Join us in Thailand, where every month is a celebration and every visit is a new story waiting to be told.
In your professional opinion, would this constitute very effective soft power?
I think, yeah, I think definitely comics and manga,
Yeah.
it's a very effective soft power. That is why the Taiwanese do it. They do the same in Singapore now. Japan, obviously, and South Korea have been using webtoons and manga in order to present their culture abroad. I mean, it was that for me. I discovered manga as a teenager. I only had one dream. It was to go to Japan and eat the food they were eating, see the city, see Tokyo, and so on. I mean, it works. The number of people we've been reading manga and then dream to go to Japan or discover Japanese cuisine and so on, that works. Webtoons, Korean webtoons are doing the same thing. They are presenting the local culture, local food, traditions, landscapes, and I feel, yeah, it's giving us the interest in going abroad or discovering foreign cultures. And I feel it's possible to do the same with Thai culture.
Well, I think it's so interesting you mentioned translation. It sort of seems so obvious that, yes, of course we should be translating our best comics and sending them out. We talked earlier about Tintin and the Smurfs, which were originally written in French. I don't read French, but I do read English. So I would never have read those had they just been in French. And I think it's the same with, you know, Asterix and Obelix or Is No Good, other series that I've read that were originally French. And vice versa, English being translated into other languages. So, and I think it's probably not that expensive to translate Thai works into other languages, not in the grand scheme of things.
Yes and no. I mean, Thai language is a challenging language, so I think it is difficult. And translating comics is not easy. It's not like literature, because comics, it's speech that is written down in speech balloons. So it requires the ability to be able to translate as a text people who are speaking. And the writing of text in comics is very special and specific. It's not always easy to translate. And then there is the challenge of translating Thai play on words, Thai idioms, Thai concepts. I think at first for many, when we started reading Japanese comics, everything seems alien and strange, and there are many things we didn't get, but over time we get used to them, we learn about, oh, this means that, the idiom or the facial expressions and so on. It comes also with time. So yeah, I think translating and even translating 10 pages of a selection of graphic novels or books, to be able to present these to book fairs around the world, to publishers, would be very helpful for the Thai cartoonists.
We've got about 1 minute left. What would you say are your favorite Thai comics that you would recommend for the people watching to check out?
Okay, so I would name definitely Sahart, who is for me the most promising Thai cartoonist today. His work is absolutely stunning, talking about daily life, but also about daily struggles in terms of sometimes education and so on. For me, is absolutely essential. Some of his books are translated in English, so it's worth looking at them. The Good Old Days trilogy has been translated in English, so for the English readers, take a look. And then there is a very strong generation of female cartoonists today. Actually, the majority of Thai cartoonists today are female Thai cartoonists, which is really an interesting development. And I would definitely mention Lee Chi Chai, I would mention Ping Sasinan, and I would mention Nam Sai Ke, who I think are three young female cartoonists in Thailand that are doing an amazing job, and it's also available in the English language.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and sitting down and doing this interview. It's been a real pleasure to talk about something that was so important in my own childhood and my own sensibilities. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
ขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณครับ
That's all the time we have for this episode. Hopefully you learned something new. We'll catch you next week on Thailand